Hey y'all, how you doing? So today is Sunday, September the 6th, 2020. As you know, on Sundays I offer up a sort of weekly reading. I try to use a different medium each week. And so today I'm using the Under the Roses Lenormand Oracle deck. And as usual, I'm just going to shuffle the cards, and I want you to take a deep breath. Slowly in through the nose and out through the mouth. Relax, relax, relax. And I want you to choose a number between 1 and 3. And then I'm going to cut these cards into 3 piles. And so whatever number you chose between 1 and 3, that will be your reading for the coming week. Whoops, I'm not going to pay any attention to that. So on the count of 3, take a deep breath. I'm going to count to 3. On 3, the first number that pops in your head, that's going to be your number, okay? 1, 2, 3. All right, you have your number? Now I'm just going to cut this deck into 3 piles. And then we're going to look at the cards. Let's look at these real quick. Okay. If you chose the number 1, you got the journal, which in some decks is called the book. And this is a card that is associated with knowledge and the written word. So if you chose 1, maybe you need to spend some time writing down your goals, writing down your intentions, writing down affirmations. I know I personally love journaling. I have several journals. I also practice bullet journaling. I have some handwritten notebooks with my astrology research in it. I have handwritten book of shadows, handwritten grimoire. I have a handwritten receipt book with all my hoodoo spells, rituals, and secrets in it. So I love writing. I love journaling. And journaling is a really good way to get your thoughts down on paper and to organize them. And so maybe if you chose 1, you've had a little bit of trouble just, figuring out where you are in life, what you want to do, what you want to manifest. So I want you to sit down this week and look at a blank page. And I want you to just write on that page. Write down your goals. Write down your wishes. Write down, even if it's just a paragraph, my perfect life. When you think about your perfect life, what does that look like? And write it down. Write your own story and begin to make it happen. Now, as someone who is a writer, I will give you a tip, and I cannot for the life of me remember where I read this or who said it, but I found that it works for me. If you find that you have writer's block, get you a blank piece of paper and just start signing your name on that paper over and over and over again. And what will happen is eventually an idea will pop in your head, or you'll get the motivation to write about something. Anyway, that's your reading if you chose number 1. Your mantra is, I write it down and I make it happen. Now, if you chose number 2, you got the owls. And in some decks, the owls are called the birds. And so if you chose number 2, there is something that you need to communicate to someone else. Be that a person, be that a spirit, be that to yourself or some higher part of yourself. There's something that is inside of you that you need to express, or an idea, a feeling that you need to make known. Something, an idea that you might want to bounce off someone else, get their thoughts, have an exchange of thoughts, an exchange of ideas. The owls are also associated with committed relationships as well as friendships, and also gossip. And so what this card is telling you, you need to let go of trivial things. You need to let go of useless facts. You need to let go of gossip. You need to think about how you communicate with yourself and others. What is the self talk that you give yourself? Do you talk to yourself positively? Do you talk to yourself negatively? How do you talk to other people? Because often, especially when we're young, the way other people talk to us can become our inner voice. I know in my own life, I've also been, I've often been told that I'm ugly, that I'm too fat, that I don't deserve food, that I don't deserve love, that I don't deserve friendship. These are things that have happened to me in my adult life in trying to get partnered in order to try and find love and acceptance. You know, there was a website I joined. It was a romance. It wasn't like Tinder or Grindr. I'll just tell you, it was OkCupid, and that was a website that you had to sort of do these certain things in order to advance in the website and get more matches. So you had to like post a picture. You had to like post in the discussion forum. You had to, update your about me, whatever. And so just on that website alone, I was told that I was too ugly to live, that I should hang myself. Uh, One guy asked me what my favorite food was, and I told him. He said maybe I should eat less of it. I wouldn't be so fat, and someone would love me. But anyway, that's just an example of something I've had to deal with and I've had to overcome in my own life to say, you know what? I am worthy of love. I am worthy of friendship, and I deserve food because food's delicious and food loves you. Food's always there for me. But men, not so much. They're great. They have their purpose. Food's still better sometimes. Anyway, I'm not as evolved as I sometimes appear to be in these videos, but I'm working on me. So anyway, if you chose number 2, your mantra is I communicate. And then I want you to fill in the blank after that. I want you to fill in the blank. What do you communicate? How do you communicate? Think about that. And you know what? There's nothing that says you can't write it down and make it happen. All these things blend together. All futures are one future. All futures are possible. Okay? Now, if you chose number 3, what we have here is the bear. And so, the bear is about success, prosperity. The bear is about protection. Think of the words mother bear. Bear is also about self-care. Think about the bear who hibernates in the winter. Right before they hibernate, they fill up on food to get them through the winter. Then they go to sleep and they sleep through the winter. So if you chose number 3, maybe you've been so worried about finances or just, manifesting the basics of life to allow yourself to survive in the world. You've been so caught up in the rat race and trying to be successful that you haven't taken time to practice self-care. Self-care is not selfish. Sometimes bear people can be these type A people, the workaholics, the worriers, the one that's always got to be doing something. So I want you to understand, self-care is doing something. Doing nothing is doing something. Taking care of yourself is doing something. It doesn't have to be a whole day. Just, today is Sunday, but like last night, Saturday night, I have a little ritual what I practice is called Self-Care Saturday. And on Saturday nights, usually through the week I take a shower, but on Saturday nights, I fill my tub up with hot water, hot as I can stand it. I put some bubbles in it. I have me some oils and candles on the side, and I bathe and I take care of my garden and everything. And I shave and I make I feel make myself feel good, and I put oils on my skin, and I have a little martini, a little dirty martini on the side, and I sip it because I'm not an alcoholic, I'm not a drinker, but, a martini on Saturdays is nice. I'm on some medication for my high blood pressure. I'm not supposed to drink a lot of alcohol, so that one martini is just, my treat to myself. And I love that little olive in there, too. So, if you're um, I do want to go back and say one thing because I've been looking at this. I said that if you chose number three, you've probably been worried about gaining success and money and manifesting the basics in life. And what I want you to look at this card here is that bear has a fish in its mouth. You see that? He's got it. So what that tells me is you're going to be taken care of. Your needs are going to be met. There's another card in the Lenormand card called the fish. And the fish is associated with good business and profit. So this bear has captured his fish or her fish and sinking its teeth in it. You got it. You got this. You're going to have prosperity. You're going to have success. Now you need to balance the scales and balance work with play, action with rest, okay? So, if you chose number three, your mantra is, I balance work with play. And again, I want you to fill in the blank on that. What is your self-care moment? How do you take care of yourself? How do you show yourself divine love? Anyway, excuse me. That is our reading for the week. Tomorrow is Labor Day. I actually have the day off. I'm going to try to film a couple of videos for you. Of course, on Mondays, we talk about books, and I already have a book in mind that I would like to make a video about, and I'm going to talk about some astrology stuff with you. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that anymore. It'll be a surprise when I upload it. Anyway, as always, before I upload this video, I'm going to take a photograph of these three cards, and I'll make it the image that you see on YouTube when you come to this video. And as always, make good decisions, do good things, be good people. Good night, everybody.